My sister stole my wedding dress and refused to return it, so I made her regret it. 3 days before my wedding, I walked into my room and froze. The dress, my dream dress, and was gone. My sister, my best friend since childhood, had taken it. And when I asked her to give it back, she smiled and said, "You don't deserve it." That was the moment I realized blood doesn't always mean loyalty. My name is Maya, and I'm 27 years old. For most of my life, my sister Lily was my other half. Growing up, we were the classic opposites. She was radiant, confident, and fearless. I was quiet, grounded, and maybe a little too forgiving. People adored her instantly. Teachers, friends, even strangers gravitated to her energy. I was always Lily's sister. I didn't mind because I loved her. We lost our mom when I was 16. After that, it felt like Lily and I only had each other. I helped her through heartbreaks. I covered for her when she skipped classes. I even gave her money when she said she needed to find herself. I never asked for anything back, not until my wedding. When I met Alex, everything changed. He was kind, patient, and had this calmness that felt safe. For the first time, I didn't feel like the background character in my own story. Lily liked him too, maybe a little too much. She used to joke, "If you ever mess up, I'll steal him." I'd laugh it off, but deep down, a tiny voice whispered, she might mean it. Months later, when Alex proposed, I called Lily first. She screamed, cried, and said, "Finally! I'm going to be the prettiest bridesmaid ever." That line hit differently later. Planning the wedding became my escape. I wanted something small, just family and close friends. And when I found the dress, soft satin, delicate lace, tiny pearls that caught the light, it felt like a fairy tale. I turned to Lily and said, "What do you think?" She smiled and said, "It's perfect. For you." But the way she said it felt strange. Half compliment, half something else. 2 days before the rehearsal dinner, I went to check on my dress. The closet door was open and the hanger was empty. My stomach sank. I tore through the room thinking maybe I'd misplaced it. Then my phone buzzed. It was Lily's Instagram story. She was spinning in front of a mirror wearing my wedding dress. The caption read, "Feeling bridal." I stared at my screen, speechless. My heart felt like it stopped. When I called her, she laughed. "Relax, I just borrowed it for a shoot," she said. I tried to stay calm. "Lily, that's my wedding dress. Please take it off and bring it back," she sighed. "You weren't even going to wear it right, Maya. I'm helping you see how it looks in pictures." My voice shook. "This isn't funny," she hung up. That night, I cried until my pillow was soaked. Not because of the dress, but because my sister, the one person I trusted most, had humiliated me. The next morning, I found a text. "You'll get it back after I'm done." That single line shattered me. For years, I had let her take and take. My clothes, my things, my patience. But now, she'd taken the one thing that represented my happiness. I decided not to call again. Instead, I asked my maid of honor, Sarah, to come with me. We drove to Lily's apartment. When she opened the door, she looked surprised. "Wow, didn't think you'd actually come." I walked past her without a word. The dress was lying on the floor, wrinkled, stained with red wine, and covered in foundation smears. It looked like a nightmare. I picked it up gently, my hands shaking. "Why, Lily?" I whispered. She shrugged. "You always get what you want." I just wanted to feel special for once. "Special?" I said, my voice trembling. "You stole my wedding dress." She rolled her eyes. "You're being dramatic. It's just a dress." I remember staring at her, the girl I'd grown up with, the one who used to braid my hair and share secrets in the dark, and realizing I didn't know her anymore. I dropped the ruined fabric and left without saying another word. That night, I didn't sleep. I sat on the edge of my bed and thought about every time I'd chosen her over myself. Every time I'd let her win because I didn't want to lose her. I'd been quiet my whole life, but not this time. At 3 a.m., I went to the attic. Inside an old cedar trunk was my grandmother's wedding gown, a vintage silk piece with tiny hand-sewn beads. I remembered Grandma telling me, "This dress carries peace. Every woman who wore it found her strength." Tears filled my eyes as I ran my fingers over the fabric. I decided that would be my dress. I took it to a tailor at sunrise. She worked magic on it overnight. The morning of the wedding, when I put it on, it felt like wearing a piece of history, something unbreakable. When I walked down the aisle, the music stopped for a heartbeat. Everyone gasped. My father teared up. Alex couldn't look away. I felt radiant, not because of the dress, but because I had reclaimed myself. Lily wasn't there. I'd told her she couldn't come after what she'd done. During the reception, my aunt whispered, "You look just like your mother." That moment felt like a blessing, as if Mom was watching, proud of the woman I'd become. A week later, Lily called. Her voice cracked.
"I'm sorry, Maya. I don't know what came over me."
"I just wanted to feel seen." I was quiet for a moment, then said softly, "You've always been seen, Lily. You just never believed it." She started crying. I didn't know if I was ready to forgive her, but I did know I couldn't carry hate anymore. Months passed. Life settled down. One afternoon, I got a letter from Lily. She said she'd moved to another city and started therapy. She wrote, "I finally realized that I hurt you because I was hurting myself. I wanted what you had, a peace. I'm trying to find mine now." I folded the letter and smiled. For the first time in years, I felt light. Sometimes the people we love most hurt us the deepest, not because they hate us, but because they can't face their own pain. Forgiving them doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means choosing freedom over bitterness. My wedding wasn't the fairy tale I planned. My dress wasn't new and my sister wasn't by my side. But that day I found something more valuable: peace. I realized that family isn't just who shares your blood. It's who protects your heart. If you've ever been betrayed by someone close, remember, you don't have to let their actions define your joy. Walk away, heal, rebuild, because the most beautiful version of you is the one that rises after heartbreak. And that, my friend, is how I turned the most painful week of my life into the start of something new. Not a perfect marriage or a perfect family, but a perfect kind of peace. Soft piano fades out. Thank you for listening. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own experience in the comments below.